When you're talking about challenges around staffing, and I think you mentioned this before, is it mainly around drivers, or are there other elements of your staff where there are challenges in recruitment as well?
Yeah, I think the drivers would be a very obvious one to pick up on, because it's definitely harder to find good quality drivers today than it was 10 years ago. There's absolutely no shadow of a doubt about that. But I think, and Ben, you may see the same as me, I think in any small business, it's very, very difficult to recruit staff. We're going through a stage now where most people go to university when they come out of school. Most of them are grabbed by big corporates who are taking in thousands and thousands of employees every single year. There's a massive brain drain of young people from all over the country focusing on areas like London's being their only area of interest. A lot of people want to work from home, which for our business is very, very difficult. I've yet to find a coach driver who can work from home, but we're
absolutely,
working on it.
Yeah.
And I just think that generally speaking, in the small business world, it's incredibly hard to find people nowadays compared to how it used to be, because the corporate world, as it were, offers so many more benefits and advantages that simply as a small business you can't keep up.
Yeah, you can't compete. We were discussing this off camera, weren't we, about the benefits and privileges that you get from a blue chip, let's say, or a corporate, compared to what a small business can offer. But I also see, the thing is, from being a small business owner, I can see the other benefits and privileges that potentially a corporate wouldn't give. In terms of, we constantly get it, I'm sure you do. Oh, I've got to nip out on Thursday afternoon. The kids have got a sports day. Do you mind if I just shoot off? Yeah, that's fine. Off you go. Whereas a corporate, that would be, holiday form submitted through to the HR department, signed off, back, may not be approved. So I think there are a lot of, benefits to working for a small business, and there is a corporate. There might not necessarily be financial in terms of pensions, health schemes, various other bits and pieces. But you're quite right. It's very difficult to attract a decent member of staff and keep them.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think, ultimately, you're right, Ben, that small businesses actually have far more to offer people than maybe big corporates do in so many ways. But it's very hard to advertise that, because you are a small individual business trying to advertise your benefits. And ultimately, we know absolutely every single person in the business. If they came up to us today and said, sorry, but I need to have some time off because of a family disaster, there's no question, it's a given. Yeah. And in other worlds, in the corporate world, that simply doesn't exist to the same degree. No. You are really a number. On such a level that if you become unproductive or unuseful to them anymore, you're just dispensed with. And we simply don't operate like that. And I don't think that people realise the benefits of working in a small business. And actually, you're not pigeonholed into a particular responsibility. You are taking on so much responsibility that you end up by learning so much more. You're doing so much more within the business. And it actually makes the whole job so much more rewarding and interesting, rather than just sitting at a desk every day and focusing on one individual item that you've been tasked with.
Yeah, 100%. And like you said, it's very difficult to advertise that, because you can't put, if you need to attend a sports day as part of your benefit package or anything like that. It's very difficult to attract those staff.